What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Now today we are going to be reviewing this Walmart Ozark Trail 12 pieces camping tool set. Picked this up at Walmart for 30 bucks on clearance. I think it's normally about 35 bucks, so 5 bucks off, can't complain. Let's take a look at this thing. That's everything it comes with. Pause it and read it if you want. So basically got a machete, flashlight, axe, knife, some rope, other random shit, which gonna be putting everything to the test. So without further ado, check it out. Here we go, got the box cut open, knife over there. So let's just pop this off. Like that. So give me a sec. Man, that's pretty tight. There we go. Should be good enough. So let's start with the machete right here. Probably gonna be the main attraction for this tool set. Now it's here. So it's gonna be the machete. I'm actually not sure how big the blade is. I would say, I don't know. Probably about a foot. Get a nice, like, kind of rubbery plastic handle. I'm actually a pretty big fan of it. I prefer this over the paracord or the rope they used. I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's get the plastic covering off and actually give this thing a test. There we go. Get the plastic coating off. And it's pretty nice. It's a sturdy blade. It's not like really wobbly and cheap. Feel how sharp that is. I mean, yeah, that's pretty sharp. On a 0.2 and it's serrated, so I'm able to cut some smaller branches, or yeah. It's pretty nice, actually. I mean, I'm not actually sure what to test it out with. I mean, I don't think you're gonna be cutting a big log with it, but probably more for like trimming limbs over there, stuff like that, which I will be further testing it after, but I think that's what you're going to be doing with it for the most part, so not too bad. Doesn't really want to stay in here. There we go. Pretty nice. Let's check out the knife next. So here we go. Here's the knife. I'm going to say that's about a 6.5, 7-inch blade. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Because I'm actually not even sure how big this blade is. But side by side, you can see almost the same. Fairly similar. This one does have the paracord wrapped handle, which I'm not a huge fan of, just because it's not going to be stopping much vibration. It's not going to be super grippy and good. But if you need the paracord in a situation, then you're going to have it, and that's really probably the best thing about that. So a little bit serrated there, which is pretty nice. I'm not a huge fan of that, but whatever, it's there if you want that. Take the plastic covering off, and here's the blade. Again, pretty sharp. Tip is definitely sharp. That'll definitely pierce something. I do like it. It's a very nice, like, just straightforward, rugged blade. You have the rope at the ends you can use for, tying it to things or tying it to yourself. How good it wants to cut in here. Not too bad. Oh yeah, I just felt this entire handle almost move up like that. Very uncomfortable, but I mean, it works. You could definitely stab something with that and cut some meat up, stuff like that. So I definitely think it works, and I definitely think it's a decent little knife. I'm not a huge fan of the handle, but I'd prefer a metal kind of like that, but that's just my opinion, of course. Not going to be taking too long on this because it's pretty straightforward and basic, and yeah, I don't think it needs to be explained. You got some rope, some paracord, which is going to be handy. I don't care for it because I don't have many uses for it, but you're going to have that if you need it, and you can't really complain. Another one I am pretty excited for is this little kind of hatchet. I actually have their wooden hatchet, their real deal hatchet. with the American Hickory handle, and it's a lot nicer. And I have used it. The blade got dull pretty quick, which I wasn't a huge fan of. But other than that, you know, not bad. So let's see what this one is. It's very, very thin. Paper thin. Phone doesn't want to focus on that, but I mean, it's just paper thin, which is not a very good thing. Blade is very sharp because it's how thin it is. Another paracord handle with the rope at the end so you can hang it on things or whatever. You got some bolt kind of cutouts here for the you know, wrenching stuff, which again, I don't know if I see myself doing that in a situation like this, but you know, if you need it, it's there. Oh yeah, that's sharp. Oh my god, that's actually very sharp. Wow, I'm surprised how sharp that is. I did not expect it to just... Look at that. Barely any force. Wow. I'm actually shocked. This thing is much sharper than I thought. I need a little tree or something to try to cut with it. Or... I mean, that is sharp for a basic hatchet that just came out of the box like that. Very nice. I'm actually kind of surprised with this thing. I was not expecting that much, but cannot complain. That is much nicer than I thought. Wow, let's check out the next thing. So I think the next one on the list is going to be the flashlight. It seems decent, actually. Oh, gotta probably put the batteries in, but it's an all-metal design. You have that. Oh, upside down. Hold up. Zoom in, zoom out. You got the little lanyard here, which is pretty nice to have. There's actually some batteries in this thing and see how good it is. So it actually came with batteries. It just had this little tab kind of blocking the connectors, but yeah, it's out now, so we're good. So you have oh, it's actually flickering in real life. That's odd. Basic one right there. Off. I think that's bright. You have a flickering. Guess if you need someone to kind of spot you easily, you can use that. Yeah, it's not bad. So you have bright, dim, and flash. And that's actually pretty bright. I mean, it's still, we still have quite a lot of daylight out, and that's, you know, that's not that bad. Not bad. You know, it works. It's basic. It's reliable. Not a bad add-on. So for some of the final things we got here, we have I'm not sure what they call this. It says fire starter, though. Basically, it's going to spark up, and let me try to get that out. It's going to spark up, and basically you can start a fire with it. And hopefully I can put that to the test here with one hand. I'm not sure how easy I can do this, but there it is. Basic, you know, gets the job done. Try to put it to the test after. Then we have a sharpening stone and 2 of these little, where there's a hook. 60 pounds, yeah. Probably won't even use it, to be honest. I've never needed to use one of those, so, yeah. Another thing I'm pretty excited about, you have these nice kind of sheaths, which I think are super nice to have. I don't actually have a belt on right now, so I can't really put them to the test. Let's stop this and try to get the knife inside of the sheath. Not too bad. Got it in. Feels very secure, actually. I'm actually pretty surprised with that. Very secure. You can obviously get this, you know, tie it like that. Tie it anywhere you really want. It does have a belt, you know, loop, which again, I don't have a belt on, so I can't really put that to the test. But it's there, which is good. It's nice to have. So, yeah, you know, it's there. It's nice to have. It works. No complaints there. Going for the hatchet. How does this work? I'm not actually sure. Feels pretty cheap. I'm not a huge fan of this one. Let's actually give it a shot. So basically the way this one works is you slide the head of the axe straight in. Put the Velcro right over. And boom, you have the axe in its sheath, which is, yeah, it's decent. It's whatever. It's a little bit flimsy, as you can see. It's gonna like move around. Put it onto your side. Just like that, which again, I don't have a belt on, so I can't be doing that, but I mean, not as good as the one that the knife came with, but I guess it works. Don't have many complaints with it. So, yeah. And I think the last sheath here is the machete. So let's give this one a try. Here is the machete sheath. Let's see if I can button this up real quick. There we go. Buckled up. Pretty sturdy. You got some pouches in here for, I'm guessing the, maybe the stone or this right here. Probably for that, you know, slide it right in. Pretty good, nice to have. Let's see how easy it is to slide out. Not too bad. Ooh. It does get caught. It gets caught a little bit. But, you know, not too bad. I think last but not least, we're going to be trying out the fire starter, the little sparker. So, let's see if I can prop my phone up, and we're going to be giving that a try. This was probably the best view I could get. But, knife, stick right here. It works. It's not amazing, but it works. Doesn't actually want to get fire started. Damn. Look at that. All that, and it doesn't want to get a damn fire started. Might need some better starter in there. But it works. Not too bad. So we got some branches over here. Not anything too big or crazy, but we are going to be testing out the machete. Easy. Easy. Not too bad. Also got the saw part to try. If I can find another stick over here. Maybe right here. Serrated saw. Hey, that's actually not too bad. Gonna be decent for pruning and basic stuff like that. Very clean cut. As you can see. I wouldn't say I'm impressed or surprised, but you know, it's what I expected. It does the job. Not amazing, not bad, but does get the job done. Next up, I wanted to give the hatchet a try. Curious if I can cut this tree down. Wow, it's so small. This hatchet is so small. It's so hard to use because it's just... Yeah, and I was right about the handle, or the grip. It doesn't absorb any vibration. It's really, really just... Every hit hurts your hands really bad. Ow. Whew. Man. I mean, it's definitely gonna cut it, but this is basically a twig, so, you know. But it's gonna cut it. No surprises there. So, not a bad little hatchet.